This is Captain Ross again from 3B's Captain School, and this is our Aids to Navigation review video. So, remember IALA is the International Association of Lighthouse Authorities. Here in North America, we're in Region B. The rest of the world is in Region A. Well, North, South America, Japan, Korea, and the Philippines are B. The rest of the world is A. All right, conventional direction of buoyage and channels. Remember, the numbering starts in IALA B. The numbering starts at seaward and increases towards the shore. It starts at the mouth of rivers, increases upstream, and it's clockwise around islands. Remember the conventional direction of buoyage. The Atlantic coast there, it's north to south through the Gulf of Mexico, northwest, and then west, southwest. The Pacific coast, you can see it's south to north. Our marking system in the US, IALA B, we use colors, numbers, shapes to tell you which way you're going to use these lateral aids. Red and green mean that they have lateral significance. Numbers and shapes. Numbers, remember the reds, even numbers, the greens, odd numbers. And the light follows whatever, for red and green, whatever color the aid is. Remember IALA B, red, right, returning from sea. However, if you're using the ICW, you're going to follow that conventional direction of buoyage and go from north to south. Going north to south, you're going to keep the reds on your right side. Here's an unlit none, conical shape, even numbered. Here's the day mark, triangular shaped, even numbered. Here's a set of starboard lateral marks, IALA B. Small light, it has a light on it, and it's fixed position. Lighted buoy, so it's floating. It's got a light on it. Even number. An unlit none, a small buoy has this conical shape, even number, and a day mark there, no light on it. And a day mark means that it's fixed. It's not floating. Here's a large lighted red buoy. Here's a small light. You see it's fixed, so you know that position stays the same. An unlit can. Odd numbered, can shaped. Port lateral marks. A light, fixed, lighted buoy, floating. Can, it's unlit, floating, and day mark, unlit, fixed. Square, can, square, odd number, odd number, odd number, odd number. Here's a lighted green buoy. All right, so these lateral aids you're going to take down one side or the other. If you take it down the correct side, you're in the channel. Incorrect side, you're out of the channel. And if you try to split the difference, this is what happens. All right, preferred channel marks. Remember, these happen when two channels meet, or one channel splits into two, or a channel crosses another channel. So preferred channel marks, junctions or bifurcations, you'll hear them called all three. They're red and green horizontally banded, and the top color is the preferred channel. So this case, this one right here, we're going to, coming from sea, take this one down our starboard side using the preferred channel. They have a letter, not a number, so they're not going to be even or odd numbers. They're going to be lettered. This is important for you to remember. They're lettered. And the light is going to be the same color as the upper band. Remember, these flash 2 + 1 every 6 seconds. Here's a dayboard junction, a can junction, and a lit buoy junction. So I'm going to take this down my port side preferred channel, port side preferred channel, port side preferred channel. If I'm going down the secondary channel, then I'm going to use these like they're red. So I'm going to take this down my starboard side, I'm going to take this one down my starboard side, and this one down my starboard side. Safe water marks. You see these at the entrances to inlets. Most often are large, Sandy Hook, Chesapeake Bay has them, small inlets and large bays, but they're at the entrance from sea. Safe water mark. They are mid-channel markers, so they can be passed safely on either side. Red and white vertically striped. They have this, if you look at my cursor, this top mark here. Red top mark, white light, lettered, vertically striped. They flash Morse alpha. That's the only aid that you're going to see flash this characteristic. So if you ever see a white Morse alpha, then you know you're looking at a safe water mark. Isolated danger marks, 2 top marks, black balls on top, white light, lettered, black and red horizontally banded. These flash 2 times every 5 seconds, white. Remember, these can be passed on either side too. They don't have lateral significance. They're marking a hazard. Special purpose aids, yellow, various shapes, black letters, no numbers. The light is yellow, and they can flash any characteristic except Morse alpha, 2+1, or quick, because these are all being used by other buoys. Morse alpha, safe water mark, 2+1 preferred channel marks, quick flashing, Rex. Yellow light. Regulatory and information marks, white and orange. They're going to have a white light and usually black lettering, and they can use any light characteristic except one that's already used. They can't use 2+1, they can't use Morse alpha, they can't use quick. Those are all designated for specific aids that we've already covered. Here's one in use. I'm sure you guys have all seen these slow speed minimum wake signs. Range marks. So these help vessels know when they're in the center of a channel, and remember, we line these things up so that they're perfectly in alignment with each other. If they're not in alignment, you chase the lower one. So if the lower one's to the right, you're going to turn your vessel to the right until they line up, and then once they line up, you know you're in the middle of the channel. The front range, it's always the lower of the two. Rex, they're going to be appropriate to the side of the channel they're on. So in this case, this is a starboard side mark. It's red. It's got wreck written right on it, so you know it's a wreck. And their light characteristic is quick flashing, so this would be red, quick flashing. All right, let's go over chart symbols kind of quick here. On your chart, if you're looking at a none, it's going to be this magenta colored or red colored diamond with the watch circle here. Red, none, number 6. If it's green, it's going to be a can, a green diamond, green, can, number 7. See this open watch circle? If it's a buoy that's lit, it's going to have a magenta colored watch circle. That's how you know it's lit. And it's also going to tell you what the light characteristics are. In this case, it's flashing red 4 seconds. Day marks and minor lights. This is a day mark. It's got no light on it. It's just a green square, green number 1. Here's a red number 2, a red or magenta colored triangle, red number 2. Here's a light. Lights look like exclamation points. And this is whether it's a lighthouse or a small light like they're showing here. The light characteristics flashing red 6 seconds. All right, remember our reference materials for ATON? Chart 1, which shows all the nautical chart symbols, abbreviations, and terms. You can get this online. Light list, and they have, if I remember correctly, 7 versions of this light list, but you want to find the light list for the area that you're in. If you go online, you can print off the pages for your area specifically. That's the best way to do that. Local notice to mariners comes out once a week, and it basically describes all the discrepancies with buoys, day marks, lights that have been reported over the course of that week. And then the Coast Pilot gives you information that's very helpful for entering an inlet or a harbor or a marina that you're not familiar with. It includes information that's they can't put on a chart because the chart would be so crowded with information that you wouldn't be able to fix your position or see the waterways. So they put it in this Coast Pilot. You should, if you're going to a new area you're not familiar with, you should definitely look at the Coast Pilot for information as you're making approaches to new areas. Now we're going to talk about the ICW. So it's going to use the same lateral marks we use for all the other channels, except the red or starboard side is going to have a yellow triangle. The port side is going to have a yellow square. And that's how you know you're on the ICW. All right, let's talk about this approach here, this channel. So we're coming in from sea, safe water mark. It is red and white vertically striped with the red ball on top, white light flashes Morse alpha. We come to our first pair of lateral significant buoys, red number 2, green number 1. We call this a gated pair. They're right across from each other. As we enter the channel, I come to my first preferred channel mark here. It's got a red band at the top, green is the second, which tells me that if this channel right here to the left is preferred, the channel to the right is the secondary. As I'm coming in, I can use this range right here behind this preferred channel mark to tell me I'm in the center of the channel. As I come to this preferred channel here to go through into the harbor, I have a danger mark, white light, two top marks on it, 2 balls up there, black and red banded. I can pass on either side. It's just telling me there's some rocks here. Same side over here. Here's some special purpose buoys, yellow lights, if they're lit. These are non-lit. You can see 2 nun-shaped and a can. Continue through the channel here. I've got red, green gated pair, red, green gated pair, and I go up to the river. So using these same channel marks, if you look up on the upper right hand corner, we've got number 88, and that triangle there should be yellow, and 87 with a yellow square should be yellow. It's black here, but so I'm coming down the channel. I'm in the ICW triangle. I'm heading south, so the triangle red is on my right side, square green is on my port side. As I make my way through the channel, you can see I come up where I'm going to cross another channel. So I'm crossing this channel that's coming in from sea. So red right return coming in from sea, red right return coming in from sea, red right heading south in the ICW. So I'm going to go between these 2 reds. It's going to feel a little unnatural, but I know what I'm doing here because I can see a yellow triangle on the number 8 here and a yellow square on the number 6. This is my starboard side marker, my port side marker. As I go through the channel, I come to the same situation, except now it's green, yellow triangle, yellow square. So I know how to take those when I'm on the ICW. And I continue on my journey south. All right, so that concludes the review. Make sure you read the ATON section of your student textbook when you're taking one of our courses. But hopefully these videos help give you a general overview of the information that you need to get from our course regarding aids to navigation. This concludes our aids to navigation review video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. Thank you.